It's Brian Preston, the Money Guy.
So one of the things that we love here at the Money Guy Show, more than anything else, is compounding interest. You've heard us talk about this idea of 88 times over, right? A 20-year-old, if you can take $1, go invest it, earn 10% until you turn 65, you can turn $1 into 88, which is just so exciting. But what if you could do something even more?
What this thing is a tax-free extravaganza.
Hey, Morph, did you just use some sort of auto-tune?
No, I had that. Was that your special effects are built directly in it. God gave me this ability to make these type of special effects. And guess what? You're wondering, you see this big box behind Bo? You're like, does that thing do anything except say the Money Guy Show? You're darn right it does every now and then, because we're still looking for a Money Guy employee, by the way.
Hey, I don't know if you knew that. We're hiring right now.
We are hiring a Money Guy employee. If you are looking for an entry-level type position that wants to grow exponentially with the Money Guy Show, reach out to us, bo@moneyguy.com. But watch this. Uh-oh. Boom! Look at that. We have a visual. This is something that Fidelity put together on their custodial Roth IRAs. Okay. Here, while you're soaking in this incredible opportunity for exponential compounding interest and the opportunity. I mean, notice what this is showing. This is showing a 15-year-old, if they're just doing the $5,500 a year, by the time they reach retirement, they're going to have access to close to $3.5 million tax-free.
Unbelievable.
So you guys are interested because now, look, there. By the way, the old dude at the bottom, you see that poor guy?
Hold on.
45-year-old.
I was about to say, did you just call 45 an old dude? Because I can get on board with that.
Echoing what I get when you get told stuff after a while. You just like
you just accept it as bad
hair. I guess my butt doesn't look good, because they keep telling me it doesn't. This is what happens when you keep getting told the same thing over and over again.
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
That's right? What happens here at the Money Guy Show. I keep getting told that being in your 40s is older. By the way, people are listening who are older than 45. They're getting mad at you right now.
Well, but they all seem much younger than you.
So you're probably. I've got you intrigued because you see that 45-year-old puts $5,500 for the rest of their time. Mm-hmm. It only turns into $422,000. But I don't know if you saw that. I've gotten so old. I should have bought a bigger daggone TV. We have a monitor in front of you guys. I can't see that, so I'm like, what's that number over there? I mean, it is ridiculous. I've reached that age that I'm gonna have to get cheaters. But
man,
we're not there yet. So I'm fighting this thing as long as I can. But custodial Roths is exactly what their name implies, guys. This is if you have children, minor children that are under majority age, meaning under 18, that have earned income, because that's a key component to all Roth IRAs. The government gets us tax-free growth for saving for the future, but you have to have earned income. Right. So they allow for an adult to be, to kind of be in charge of these accounts for the beneficiary of that working child. And you have to file a tax return.
That's right.
I have a 15-year-old that has one of these custodial Roth IRAs set up. We're having to file a tax return for her to show that she has earned income for babysitting and other things. But we're contributing that money into an investment account. I'm doing a dollar for dollar match for her. Whatever she puts of her babysitting money into her Roth account, we make sure it stays within her earned income limits. I match it dollar for dollar because I want her to be excited about saving for the future.
And I think about how powerful that can be just for a few reasons, Brian. So think about when your daughter, right, when she goes off to school and then she gets out and she graduates, she gets her first job, and she sits in her very first 401k enrollment meeting and starts hearing how the 401k works. She's going to think, oh, wow, that thing that happened, I was doing that with Dad back when I lived at home. Or if she starts investing and she actually sees that money grow, think about how much more inclined she's going to be a saver early on. Imagine if you can equip your kids with the desire to start saving before they're actually little birdies that are outside of the nest, while they're still little birdies inside the nest, and they have the single greatest asset they're ever going to have, which is an unbelievable amount of time for that compounding interest to work.
And you better do a good job of educating them on the power of these things, because guess what? At 18 or 21 years of age, they gain control of these assets. Right. So make sure you are focusing not only on the exponential growth, but how that exponential growth only happens if they let that money continue to work for them. That army of dollar bills has to have time to really turn into the size and reach its potential and become that exponential working organism that is going to do incredible things for your child. So make sure you're focusing on the financial basics and understandings. Get them excited about the Money Guy show. And I think that they will do really good things because depending upon which state you live in, 18 to 21, these things become under their control.
And they're significant. Awesome. Okay, so 4 accounts you may not know of that can have a huge impact on your financial life. The first was the ABLE account, which we talked about. The second was health savings accounts. The third is the dependent care flexible spending account. And the fourth is a minor or custodial Roth IRA account.
Man, this show, for a short show, I feel like we packed a ton of punch in this one. This one was filled with TNT. So, guys, I don't know how else you can see how passionate we are about saving for the future, letting you be successful for the future. And you're probably like, you're tuning in and go, what is this thing? These guys are just basically giving it away. This is free information. You're exactly right. This is what we call the abundance cycle. We here at Abound Wealth and the Money Guy family, we feel like, hey, just come here. We're going to love on you, give you tons of free advice. We want you to grow. We want you to be successful. We want you to build that foundation. So at one point, you're going to wake up and you're going to realize, holy cow, I'm successful. I have reached a point where I don't have time to keep up with this, or man, this thing has gotten complex, or I heard those guys talk about a concept. I just don't know if I'm maximizing all my opportunities, or I just need to get a second opinion or somebody look over my shoulder. That's when you can pay us back. I want you to consider at that point reaching out to us. Consider taking the relationship to the next level. Go to moneyguy.com or aboundwealth.com. We have contact us pages on both of those websites, and we're going to be able to hook you up. What did you were with the roll, and I had you mesmerized. I could tell you were mesmerized by it.
That was it. You nailed it.
You're like, Brian should get the flu every week.
Seriously, man, no.
I was bedridden last week, and this week I'm hopped up and ready to go and just share. You can just tell. So go check it out, moneyguy.com. By the way, this is our YouTube counter. We want to get this number. We are so close to 21,000. Next time we do a show, it will be well over 21,000. Right. I want that number to be 100,000 because you know what goes on one of these walls once we reach 100,000 on YouTube? We get a cool little play button that they're going to send us. And those little trinkets when you get to be my age, that's what gives you really excitement. Your emails also give us purpose. Keep that stuff coming. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you also click the bell so we get notifications when we're doing stuff. And then go to moneyguy.com and give us your email address and zip code. So when we drop into your area, take this road on the this show on the road, we know where the Money Guy family lives. I'm your host, Brian Preston, Mr. Bo Hansen. We'll be back soon.